প্রিয় দর্শক, UsaNewsOnline.com এর নিয়মিত আয়োজন USA News Online Journal আপনাদের স্বাগত জানাচ্ছি। আমি Chairperson Sheikh। আজ USA News Online Journal-এর 750তম পর্ব। এই পর্বটি যুক্তরাষ্ট্রের জর্জিয়া থেকে নির্বাচিত ডেমোক্রেট স্টেট সিনেটর এবং ডেমোক্রেটিক পার্টির ন্যাশনাল কমিটির নির্বাহী সদস্য শেখ রহমান এবং আমাদের অতিথি অ্যালায়েন্স অফ সাউথ এশিয়ান আমেরিকান লেবার ASAAL-এর ফাউন্ডার ও প্রেসিডেন্ট, বাংলাদেশিস ফর বাইডেন ন্যাশনাল কাউন্সিল নিউ ইয়র্ক স্টেটের ডাইরেক্টর, প্রখ্যাত লেবার ইউনিয়ন লিডার উদ্দিন এবং নিউ ইয়র্ক সিটি কাউন্সিলের আসন্ন নির্বাচনে কমিউনিটি কাউন্টি ডিস্ট্রিক্ট জজ প্রার্থী, সিভিল জজ প্রার্থী অ্যাটর্নি সোমা সাইদ। অ্যাটর্নি সোমা সাইদ এখানকার কমিটির অত্যন্ত গুরুত্বপূর্ণ কাজে, মূলধারার কাজে তিনি সম্পৃক্ত। এর আগে সিটি কাউন্সিল নির্বাচন করেছেন। এবার এখানে কুইন্স কাউন্টি উমেন্স অ্যাসোসিয়েশনে তিনি প্রেসিডেন্টের দায়িত্ব পালন করছেন। আমরা আজকে আসন্ন সিটি কাউন্সিলের নির্বাচনে নিয়ে কথা বলবো আমাদের এবং মূলধারার কার্যক্রম নিয়ে। মূলধারা প্রখ্যাত দুই লিজেন্ড, আমাদের বাংলাদেশিদের গর্বের শেখ রহমান, যুক্তরাষ্ট্রের সর্বোচ্চ নির্বাচিত প্রতিনিধি। তিনি জর্জিয়া স্টেট সিনেটর হিসাবে অত্যন্ত দক্ষতার সাথে, গুরুত্বের সাথে কাজ করছেন এবং দেশে বিদেশে সারা বিশ্বে বাঙালিদের মুখ উজ্জ্বল করেছেন। উদ্দিনের প্রখ্যাত শ্রমিক ইউনিয়নের লিডার এখানে এবং মূলধারা রাজনীতিক। আমি প্রথমে অ্যাটর্নি সোমা সাইদকে দিয়ে শুরু করতে চাই। আপনি যে নির্বাচনটিতে অংশ নিচ্ছেন, খুব গুরুত্বপূর্ণ নির্বাচন এবং আমাদের এখানে বাংলাদেশি-আমেরিকান বাংলাদেশিরা বাংলাদেশি কমিটি সবাই প্রত্যাশা করে নির্বাচনে একটি ভালো ফলাফল বয়ে আনবেন সেই লক্ষ্যে আপনি কাজ করছেন। এবং সংক্ষেপে যদি আপনার এই নির্বাচনের প্রার্থিতার বিষয় এবং কতটুকু সম্ভাবনা এবং নির্বাচিত হলে কি করবেন সে বিষয়ে যদি একটু শুনবেন, তারপর আমরা আমাদের প্রবন্ধ এবং ভাবনার কাছে যাব।
Assalamu alaikum. Good evening, Misbah, Uddin, Uncle, and State Senator Sheikh Rahman. Thank you. It's good to be with everybody on this. So I'm run korchi Queens County Civil Court Judge. It's a borough-wide election. It can happen entire Queens. So everybody, the registered Democrat, can vote for me starting June 12th, because June 12th after early voting shuru hobe. From June 12th to June 20th. Last day to vote is June 22nd. So এই ইলেকশনটা খুবই গুরুত্বপূর্ণ, কারণ হলো আমি প্রথম Bangladeshi-American রান করছি জাজ ইলেকশনে এবং আমাদের কোনো জাজ নেই কুইন্সে, বা whether it's Bangladeshi background or even Muslim background আপনি কুইন্স থেকে। So আমাদের কুইন্সে অনেক ধরনের মানুষ আছে, সাউথ এশিয়ান diversity representation could be important, and we need more qualified, competent attorneys to become judges. Ebong Bangladeshi community could be united, because here we are running, and I'm running with all my 17 years of legal experience as an attorney, former judicial delegate, Queens County Women's Bar Association, current president, as well as the chairperson of New York State Bar Association Lawyer Referral and Information Service. তাছাড়া আমার দীর্ঘদিনের ধরুন pro bono legal work, community advocacy এবং pro bono work আছে, whether it's during the pandemic, travel ban, Muslim ban, Hurricane Sandy in 2012, or mortgage foreclosure. So qualified, trustworthy, competent candidate আছে এবং আমি. So it could be important election, এবং I urge everybody to come out and vote. Don't wait till last day, June 22nd. Come out as early as June 12th. So it's an exciting time, and Bangladeshi community is really united, and it's so exciting to see it.
অনেক ধন্যবাদ। আবার আপনার কাছে আসবো। শেখ রহমান ভাই জর্জিয়া স্টেট সিনেটর হিসেবে দায়িত্ব পাচ্ছেন, 2 দফা তার দ্বিতীয় মেয়াদে দেখেন দায়িত্ব পালন করছেন এবং যুক্তরাষ্ট্রব্যাপী আমাদের বাঙালি অধ্যুষিত নিউ ইয়র্কের কথা সবাই জানেন। রহমান ভাই নিউ ইয়র্ক সম্পর্কে ভালোভাবে জানেন, এখানে অনেকে কাজ করছেন, কিন্তু এখন পর্যন্ত কেউ স্থানীয় এবং জাতীয় নির্বাচনে বিজি হতে পারেননি। কেন পারেননি সেই বিষয় নিয়ে অনেক কথা রয়েছে, অনেক বিশ্লেষণ রয়েছে। তবে রহমান ভাই কিভাবে সাকসেস হলেন, সেখানে বাংলাদেশি কমিউনিটি তেমন কেউ নাই, খুবই স্বল্প সংখ্যক বাঙালি সেখানে রয়েছে, বাঙালি ভোটার। সেই জায়গায় রহমান ভাইয়ের যে যে এই সাকসেস, যে সফলতা, সেই বিষয়টার আলোকে এবং আমাদের যে আজকে সোমা আপা যে এখানে প্রার্থী হয়েছেন, আরো আমাদের নিউ ইয়র্কে অনেকেই সিটি কাউন্সিলে নির্বাচন করছেন, বিভিন্ন পদে নির্বাচন করছেন, সেই বিষয়ে আপনার অভিজ্ঞতা থেকে এবং পরামর্শ দিবেন এবং এই বিষয়ে দিক নির্দেশনা দিবেন।
পরামর্শ কিছু নাই, থ্যাংক ইউ, ধন্যবাদ আমাকে আমন্ত্রণ জানার জন্য। আই এম রিয়েলি গ্ল্যাড টু বি উইথ ইউ অল। It's really upsetting sometimes to me, be honestly, বলতে গেলে, because New York, আমাদের বাংলাদেশি community is the largest community. I understand, আমাদের যে ডিস্ট্রিক্টে সিটি কাউন্সিল বলেন, হাউস ডিস্ট্রিক্ট, সেনেট, এগুলি জেরিম্যান্ড যেভাবে ডিস্ট্রিক্ট করা হয়, বাঙালিরা সব এক ডিস্ট্রিক্টে নাই। It's very difficult. Even Asian American, I think 15% of, I'm sure it's under 20%, statewide. So 12-15% maybe, I'm not sure exact number. তো সব বাংলাদেশি, সব এশিয়ান সবাই ভোট দিল, not necessarily you can reach out all of them. But the thing is, I honestly believe our community is sometimes divided, and অনেক সময় আমরা একজন রান করলে একটা পজিশন অনেক সময় দুইজন তিনজন রান করতেছে। That really don't help. That really don't help. But I'm really excited about Soma Syed. The reason I'm excited, because this is the first time somebody from our community running for judge, something different, something that people wasn't thinking before. Everybody wants to run for city council, state house, state senate, or Congress. But this time is different. And I don't see any reason why everybody is not going to come together. And I hope you're doing that. I want to urge everybody, doesn't matter if you're Queen's থাকেন, যদি থাকেন, you must vote. That's like a malpractice. That means দেশ বিরোধিতা। আপনি যদি বাংলাদেশি এবং কুইন্সে থাকেন, if I hear that you didn't go vote, I'm going to be upset personally with you. No matter, doesn't matter if you're Bangladeshi and if you don't vote for Soma Syed, live in Queens, that's be total injustice for yourself, for your children, your community. No doubt in my mind. আপনার যদি কুইন্সে না থাকেন, you have a responsibility. আপনাদের দায়িত্ব আছে যে as a Bangladeshi, we need to make sure we elect someone. So let's get behind. আপনি হয়তো কুইন্সে থাকেন না, if you're listening, if you live in New York right now, even if you're listening for Bangladesh, আপনার কোনো আত্মীয় স্বজন যদি কেউ কুইন্সে থাকে, আপনি বাংলাদেশ থেকে কল করেন। ইউনাইটেড স্টেটসে যদি যেখানে আপনারা শুনে থাকেন, শুনছেন এখন, আপনাদের আত্মীয় স্বজন, বন্ধু বান্ধব, anybody you know, make a phone call, make a phone call. এবং সমাজে বললো কিছুক্ষণ আগে, don't waste until the 22nd last date, because I think 12th June election early voting shuru hoye jabe. So let's get it done. Don't wait. This is going to be embarrassment for our community. If we don't win this race, I think this is a disaster for our community. And I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be really honest, because if we cannot win with two candidates in Queens ekta birat ongsho Bangali thake. I lived in Queens. Of course, that was 40 years ago. I used to go in summertime around 40 years ago in New York. We had few hundred Bangladeshi then, few pharmacists and few dentists. Now, if you go to Queens, Astoria, I used to live over there during summertime. Looks like almost Bangladesh. So if we cannot help our sister to win from there, this will be embarrassment. So I urge each and every one of you, either in New York or within the United States or Bangladesh, please call your friends, family, and do whatever you can. আপনারা যারা নিউ ইয়র্কে আছেন, I'm sure যারা নিউ ইয়র্কে কাজ করেন, আপনি যারা ম্যানহাটন আছেন বা অন্য লং আইল্যান্ডে বা whatever অন্য কাউন্টিতে আছেন, I'm sure you have friends and family there too. So please reach out. We got to win this one. This is, no other way I can explain it. This is going to be total embarrassment. Please help her out. Not only vote, if you can donate. Another thing, we have a problem because sometimes you don't contribute. Please contribute her campaign too. It costs a lot of money. So let's come out, open up your wallet and open up your heart, and let's get to the poll. Let's win this election. That's all I'm going to say. I'm going to come back if I have to say something else. Thank you.
রহমান ভাই, যদি আপনার অভিজ্ঞতা একটু বলেন, আপনি এই নির্বাচনের এই মুহূর্তে, পূর্ব মুহূর্তে কয়দিন বাকি রয়েছে, এই সময়টার যদি অভিজ্ঞতা বলেন, এলাকার আপনার যারা ভোটাররা এবং আপনার যারা কর্মীরা, আপনি নিজস্ব সেই অভিজ্ঞতাটা যদি আমাদের একটু শেয়ার করেন।
Obikata to, I'm sure she's doing some mail. She have done some mail. I'm sure she's knocking mail. Only Obikata, only thing will count right now. How many people gonna call? আপনি যারা ভোট দিতে যাচ্ছে, যারা এলাকাতে কুইন্সে যারা থাকে, তাদেরকে যারা ভোটার আপনাদের লিস্ট আছে, আপনারা যে যারা যেখানে আছেন জানেন কারা ভোটার, কল করেন, ফলো আপ, মেক শিওর। একবারের জায়গায় দুবার করেন। বলে যদি বলে যে আপনি কাউকে কল করেন, আপনি জানেন কুইন্সে আছে, বলে আপনি ভোট দিতে যান, বলে আমি যাব, কবে যাবেন? আস্ক দ্য কোয়েশ্চেন, ওয়েন? বলে I'm going to go Monday, Tuesday. That day, next day, call them again. If somebody tell you I'm going to go vote on Monday, Tuesday call them, did you go vote? That's what we need to do. তাছাড়া কোনো উপায় নাই। The last time, this is the only thing. You have to push, let everybody know. Stay behind until the vote is counted. That's the only way. আমি আমার পার্সোনাল অভিজ্ঞতা বলবো, আমার এলাকায় কয়েকশো বাংলাদেশি আছে। We had 1 month. We had 1 month ছিল আমাদের, আমি যখন ইলেকশন উইন করি, 3 সপ্তাহ যাওয়ার পরে I went through the record Bangladeshi, nobody went there. So I picked up the phone, then I said, I'm really embarrassed that you all don't even want, যাবেন, when? So I was really upset with some of the folks. I say, if you all don't go, you expect me to win, you 3 সপ্তাহ চলে গেছে, আপনারা জান নাই। Then next day, few people went there. Sometimes you have to be rough, you have to be honest. You tell the people, if they don't go vote, you'll be disappointed. And I'm going to be disappointed, no doubt. I mean, you're in New York, Ashi. If we cannot win this race, I'm going to be disappointed with every Bangladeshi in New York. Let's face it, that's the fact.
অনেক ধন্যবাদ রহমান ভাই, আমার আপনার কাছে আসবো। মিজো ভাই, এই যে একজন নির্বাচিত প্রতিনিধি এবং সম্ভাব্য নির্বাচিত হবেন এমন প্রত্যাশা প্রার্থী দুইজনের কথাই শুনলেন।
জি, আসসালামু আলাইকুম। সেলিম ভাই, অসংখ্য ধন্যবাদ। যদিও সময় কম দেন আমাদেরকে, কিন্তু আসলে যখন একত্র হই অত্যন্ত ভালো লাগে। শ্রোতা মণ্ডলী যারা শুনবেন এবং আগামী দিনে দেখবেন, সবাইকে আমার সালাম এবং আন্তরিক মোবারকবাদ। আপনি আজকে দুইজন আমার অত্যন্ত প্রিয় দুইজনকে নিয়ে এসেছেন। শেখ রহমান ভাই আমাদের লাইভ মেম্বার, সোমা সাইদ আমাদের লাইভ মেম্বার। Apart from this, they earn what they are doing. তো আপনি তো জানেন রহমান ভাইয়ের কোনো তুলনা হয় না, unparalleled. I have been seeing, he makes me proud every day. In the state house of Georgia, which is still a red state, though last 2 elections, presidential election and 2 Senate election, we took it from them. Getting it powerful, I think it will still take time. They just passed the law. Rahman bhai, I really, I could not believe that how good you speak from the floor regarding that bill that you spoke on, and even previously you told them that don't do this way, take us with you and you can still rule us. But look, I am nobody, but I am here today only because you guys don't want us to be here. So I think that was a huge message you have sent to them. I am honored, I am proud, I am glad. ASAAL itself always proudly mention your name here wherever we go, that we are behind you, because we will be always behind you, unconditional. You don't have to do anything for us. You invited us to come to Georgia to get an award from you. We said, you are our award, I don't need an award. So this is how it will be. But we went when you were running, and still will be coming when you need us the most. As far as Soma is concerned, I think Soma is at the right place, at the right time. She is ready. She is the leader that we need in this community. She is a community candidate. She, a few months ago, last November, December, and then January, February, she ran for city council. That was not her place, but that gave her the training ground. She learned the process. And I strongly believe that this election she is now running is one of the best elections so far they are doing. Now, she did not ask me. I told her then that I'm going to endorse you because I found my candidate to become a judge. In New York State, the population-wise, Rahman bhai, we are not very high. We are only 8% in the city. I am talking about Asian population, 8% in the city, 5% in the state. So we are very few, we are very low, we are not enough. But we can make the difference. So, but even if we are 5%, even if we are 8% in the city, I think we should have 8% of judges. Out of 300 judges in New York City, only 5 of them are South Asian, only 5 of them. So we should get 24 of them, but we got 5. And of that 5, 4 is from India, 1 is from Pakistan, and there is nobody from Bangladesh. Bangladeshi people, so many leaders among us. I think you will not be, Rahman bhai, I agree with you. You cannot claim as a leader if you don't support Soma this time. If you don't work hard for Soma next 3 weeks, if you don't call one person that you know, if you don't handshake another friend you have made, if you don't bring someone to vote next 12 days. No, it's just a long many days. This is also part of work that ASAAL has done last 13 years. We wanted to put polling booth to open for all these days before the real primary day. So in this case I think, Shumapa, it is starting from June 12, I think.
Right, early voting. June
Yes,
12.
early voting June 12 and June 22 is the primary. I think if you don't have any time in your hand, a Bangladeshi person, if you are a voter, I think it will be a disgrace. Even if you have all these 13 days to go and vote, and on the election day, it is 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. How much you need? How many hours you will be working that day? You can vote early, go in the 6 a.m. and vote and go to work, or come back 6 o'clock, go vote up to 9 p.m. So there is no excuses here. And also we have another problem in our community. Husband goes, mother, father, sister, wife, everybody stays home. Oh, call করলে বলে যে ভাই গেছে উনি গেছে উনি বলতে আরে উনি ভোট দিব you have the same vote, we have the same vote. So I think this is what we have to tell, and we have to try to bring this time. Look, there are 85,000 registered Democrat in the city of New York. 27,000 of them is in Queens. I'm talking about South Asian one. And she don't need 27,000 votes to win. So she can win. This is an election for us to lose. If we don't do, we are going to lose. Now, in Soma's case, as being the part of ASAAL movement, Rahman bhai, you are our chief advisor in our National ASAAL Council. I promise you, if we win, we got it done. If we are not win, Soma will be the judge by the selection of the county committee next time, because that is what the pressure we are going to create, and it is going to work. The question is, if we can get through this way, this election on June 22nd, they will get a better message than we can create one in the coming days. So I think that this election I take very seriously. I think we must win this case, even if we know the county has a different candidate. But that's not how it wins. There are many times we won without the county's support with other candidates. Why can't we win with our candidate? So this is why we have endorsed her already, but officially to create a momentum, we are going to come this Friday at 6:30 on Hillside in Jamaica, Hillside Avenue and 169th Street, where we are going to do a show of endorsement with other community organization and the community leaders. And we are inviting through this, যে সবাই আসবেন সেদিন। আপনার কোনো কাজ না থাকলে দেখেন আমরা সময়টাও নিচ্ছি আসর নামাজ থেকে মাগরিবের মধ্যখানে, সো দ্যাট আপনি আসতে পারেন। আপনি যদি ওখানে গ্রসারি শেক করতে আসেন 10টা মিনিটের জন্য আমাদের সাথে আসি দাঁড়ান, কারণ এই জন্য এটা আপনার উপর একটা রেসপন্সিবিলিটি। থিঙ্ক দিস ওয়ে, there will be a judge in New York City from Bangladesh origin. You're a daughter, you're a child, you're sister. Why not? This is our moment, this is our time. So that is why I think Soma is doing all she can do. I see that, I am watching her, I am looking at her campaign. All what is left is for us to do our part. Rahman bhai, you are right. Our people talks big, give big speeches, but don't provide the result, don't work for the result. This is the time. I strongly believe that, as you know, us if ASAAL endorse, it means something, and we are going to do everything we could do in our power to help her win on June 22nd, and definitely we have a huge time frame from 12 to 22nd. All this early voting, we are going to work very hard to make her win. Now, Shakir bhai, this is the question that you have always asked whenever you saw us, why we cannot win. We are not winning exactly the very reasons Rahman bhai mentioned, the very reason I am now saying. Say today we are appealing through you. Today is 31st of May. Tomorrow, June 1st. We have still 3 more weeks left. If 3 weeks early, we are urging everybody to vote. And 3 weeks later, only 12% to 15% of our people votes. Then shame on us. You cannot blame anybody. It is us. There are, within the Jamaica area, there are 10,000 Bangladeshi votes within Jamaican area. So if 80% of these people comes out, Soma is the next judge. So this is very serious issue. Whoever hearing us today, whoever hearing Sheikh Rahman today, whoever is facing Soma Syed today, I want you to take this note. If we do not win, it is on us. We should blame us. We should blame you who did not come out, who did not bring your mother, father, sister, daughter, wives who are sitting at home. They have 1 vote as you have 1 vote. So please blame. I have 5 children and we are 7. We all 7 votes every time. We are the prime voter in one family, 7 people. So if Soma has at least 300, 400 family members in this area. So same thing with every one of us. Everybody brought their family, everybody their brother, sister, husband, wife. Everybody is now in America. Please come out. And also there is a city council election in our district also, and in Queens, all 16 city councils, 14 city councils are running. In the city of New York, mayoral election is there. The controller election, public advocate, 5 borough presidents, and also 43 city council contested, and the remaining, I think 8 is incumbents. So please come out, vote, be part, know who is your city council, talk to them, and at least know you are going to have a judge of your own on June 22nd, God will. Thank you.
ধন্যবাদ মিসবাহ, আবার আসবো। এখানে সুমাতে যদি বলেন যে আসলে যে মিসবাহ ভাই এবং রহমান ভাই যে সম্ভাবনার জায়গার কথা বলেছেন এবং আপনি হিসেবে কাজ করছেন, তারপর আপনি একটু এতদিনের যে অ্যাচিভমেন্ট বা এই ফিল্ডে নির্বাচন ইলেকশনকে সামনে নিয়ে কাজ করতে গিয়ে যতটুকু প্রত্যাশার জায়গা এবং আর বাঙালিদেরকে কিভাবে ভোট কেন্দ্রে নেওয়া যায় এবং তাদেরকে যে সেই জায়গাটাতে আপনার জয়ের যে সম্ভাবনার জায়গাটা শুধু বাঙালি নয়, আপনার তো সব জায়গায় আপনার একটা বিচরণ রয়েছে, সেই জায়গা থেকে একটু বলেন। এবং আমাদের মেজো ভাই, রহমান ভাইয়ের মতো যারা আছেন, অন্যান্য যারা নির্বাচিত প্রতিনিধিরা যারা রয়েছেন বিভিন্ন স্টেটে, তাদের কাছ থেকে কি ধরনের হেল্প আপনি প্রত্যাশা করেন?
Sure. আপনার যে বললো যে অবশ্যই আমার বাংলাদেশি ভোট, সব বাঙালিরা যারা আছে ভোটার, ভোট মাস্ট ভোট দিতে হবে, কারণ আপনাদের ভোট ছাড়া উইন করা যাবে না। এবং এটাও কথা যে শুধু বাংলাদেশি ভোট দিয়ে উইন করাও যাবে না। সো আমার যে ক্যাম্পেইন, আমার ব্ল্যাক কমিউনিটি, হিসপ্যানিক কমিউনিটি, জুইশ কমিউনিটি, আমি সব জায়গায় আছি, কারণ আমার কমিউনিটি এইটা, বাংলাদেশি, মুসলিম, হিন্দু, American, Jewish, Black, Hispanic. This is what Queens is. So our campaign is all over Queens and beyond. Our 14 city council candidates our petition carry করেছে, almost 14,000 signatures আমি সাবমিট করেছি, যেখানে আমার only 1200 দরকার ছিল। এবং এই সাপোর্টটা ব্রড, কারণ they know me. আমার যে মিসবাহ আঙ্কেল বলল একটু, they know me because I've done the community work. আমি সবসময় কমিউনিটির সঙ্গে, কারণ my entire adult life has been about serving the community. When I was younger, it's what I volunteer with New York Public Interest Research Group, voter registration drive. Back then, let lead paint poisoning issue was a huge issue, especially in apartment buildings. We worked on it. So serving the community, মানুষের সাথে যে সম্পর্ক, whether is a organizer, whether is a tenant leader, whether is a bar association leader, সবার সঙ্গে যে সম্পর্ক is huge, hugely important. And I'm very proud to receive ASAAL endorsement because they're the leading organization fighting for labor rights for all South Asians and beyond. And I'm also very grateful for endorsement of Senator Sheikh Rahman because he's our first Bangladeshi-American state senator from a red state. You know, his achievement, it's our achievement.
Sure.
And I have spoken to him. I've seen him. His campaign was about relationship, building relationship over 30 years, door knocking, talking to voters. And he got votes from other communities, Black, white, Asian, and South Asians. So আমাদের এটা বুঝতে হবে যে আমাদের যে vision and idea, আমি যে একজন, yes, I'm Bangladeshi-American, I'm Muslim, but I'm also American. I am a person from Queens. আমি যে কাজ করেছি, সব কাজ সব কমিউনিটিতেই সাহায্য হয়েছে। যখন 2012-এ যে আপনার হারিকেন স্যান্ডি হলো, the area that was most affected was the Far Rockaway. The very next day, আমি আর আমার কয়েকটা বিদেশি ফ্রেন্ড নিয়ে আমি রকওয়েতে গিয়েছি ক্লিন আপ করার জন্য, because it was like a war zone. You know, I still remember so vividly what I saw. Then after clean up pore, I went and did legal work, pro bono legal work, helping out with landlord-tenant issues because it was a huge issue for a lot of people. So bottom line holo jekhane amar campaign hocche eta apnar door knocking, leaflet droplets, volunteers, and I have volunteers coming from Virginia and helping me out here. That's amazing. And our campaign ধরেন is what Queens is about. সবাই involved, আপনার সব দেশের মানুষই. And it's gonna come down importantly যেটা সবাই বলছে যে আপনাদের, even yourself, first you have to vote yourself. Make sure your spouse, your children, relatives that you know they go out and vote. Drag them. আমি সবাইকে বলছি জোর করে নিয়ে যাবেন. There's no nor'easter like my last election. There's no snow, there's no winter. And because of mayoral election, controller, public advocate, borough president, and almost 40 city council election, there will be more polling sites and there will be more early voting places. There is no excuse. I see absolutely no excuse. You need help. I'm here to help in any way. ASAAL is here to help. Senator Rahman is here to help. And other organizations যারা আমাকে endorse করেছে, সাহায্য করছে, support দিচ্ছে. And I'm excited because this seat is ours. We must have it because representation, diversity, fair and effective justice could be important. And if you're not at the table, you're on the menu. And I don't want to be on the menu. And we need to win because this is about us. This is about our future. This is about our children and creating pipeline for others who want to follow in this path. And we don't have judges from our background. There's no Bangladeshi judge anywhere in New York State, New York City. We need it. And for a fair and effective justice, we need it. And
New York নয়, গোটা যুক্তরাষ্ট্রে কোথাও নেই।
No.
বাংলাদেশি
আছে ছেলে ক্যালিফোর্নিয়াতে
ইতিমধ্যে একজন হয়েছে।
appointed. He was appointed.
নির্বাচিত না।
Right. But what's important is যে আমাদের এটাই আমাদের সময়। নিউ ইয়র্কের মতো একটা জায়গা যেখানে এত ধরনের মানুষ, Queens, 120 languages, 120 cuisines, yet we don't have representation. আমাদের কমিউনিটিতে লোকজন, they love politics, they love helping people, but they don't have representation anywhere. It's time we change it, and let's change it with my election because this is doable. Everybody is behind me. Community is united, but we need to make sure we show it when the results come out on June 22nd.
অনেক ধন্যবাদ আবার আপনাকে স্যার। রহমান ভাই, যদি আপনার অভিজ্ঞতার কথা বলেছেন যে ভোটের যে গুরুত্বটা আসলে আমাদের বাংলাদেশি আমেরিকানরা যারা রয়েছে সেভাবে ভোট কেন্দ্রে কিন্তু যায় না, এই ভোটের গুরুত্বটা যদি একটু বলেন এবং নির্বাচিত প্রতিনিধি হিসেবে আপনি কাজ করার অভিজ্ঞতা থেকে বাঙালিদের যারা বাংলাদেশি আমেরিকান আসলে তাদের সরাসরি কি লাভ হইতে পারে, বেনিফিটটা যদি একটু বলেন একজন জননির্বাচক আপনার মতে যদি আমরা আরো পাই।
Well, benefit, as I said, sometimes I say I'm the first state senator, but I don't want to be the last. I want things to continue. I want young people to look at me. Hey, if this guy can do it, I can do it too. I want every Bangladeshi look at me. Amar Elakai, I have almost 200,000 people I represent. Amar almost Bengali, India, Pakistani, all Muslim, maybe around 1,000, Hazar Khanik voter ase. So it's really 0.3%, not even 1%. And my district is the fourth most, is the fourth most diverse state senate district in the country, not only Georgia. Amar elakayo is don't look like where I live, don't look like anything like New York. Kintu amar elakay 100 ta beshi desher lok thake, 100 ta beshi language, more than 100 different language people speak. And I represent. So that's matter, representation matters. Because all the people is not that Bangladeshi. Bangladeshi jara say, I'm proud they came up and vote for me. But you know what? We have hundreds, 20, 30,000, some Bangladeshi, they're all proud. Doesn't matter. They were able to vote, but they feel good. So if we can elect Soma Syed, I'm sure you probably have around 100,000 some Bangladeshi in New York. Everybody should be proud. Everybody should be proud of our heritage, proud to say we elected somebody. Doesn't matter if you live in Queens or not, if you live in New York, if you live in the United States, you should be proud to say, hey, we elect one of our own. We elect, be a part of it, be a part of the history. Be proud American, be proud Bangladeshi. You can go and say people, hey, we elected our sister, we elected our daughter. This is what I want to expect from you all. I think, we need to do better job. We are good in politics. We love politics. So much we love politics. It's no good. Just loving politics is not good. You love to go to vote. That will make a difference. I want to hear to say Bangladeshi people.
রহমান ভাই বলেন। জি জি, মানে আমরা ভোট দিলে একজন নাগরিক হিসেবে ভোট দেওয়ার যে গুরুত্বটা, ভোটাধিকার প্রয়োগের, সেই বিষয়টা যদি একটু আরেকটু।
এটা তো অবশ্যই, that's a civic duty. That's আপনার নাগরিকত্ব. If why you took a citizenship, আপনার যে পাসপোর্ট নাগরিকত্ব নিয়ে আপনার দরকার ছিল না. You don't need to. You have a lot of things, you can do the same thing with the green card. Why you took a citizenship? Just to bring some folks to Bangladesh, nothing wrong with that. That's good. But the thing is, you don't have political power. We have a lot of money, we have a lot of talents, but we really don't have any power. Period. I don't care who says what. As a Bangladeshi, we have several 100,000 Bangladeshi all around the country. I hate to say it, politically, we are not that powerful. We are really, really way behind. We do not have a voice. Sometimes we say a lot of things. I just give an example. On first week of March, I sent a letter to President Biden. I sent it to some of the, journalists, some people, nobody even advertised. I wrote a letter to President Biden to make sure he sent a vaccination to Bangladesh, a couple of million.
Yes,
I did that one. But you know what? If you are elected, if you are in a position, you can help not only yourself. Amar Bangladeshi amake request kora kono dorkar chilo na. I don't need to. But you know what? I'm proud Bangladeshi. That's why I requested, because I have a channel. I have a connection in the White House, and so I can send it to the letter. Not everybody can send it, but because I can do it, I send it. So that's my voice, and that's your voice. You should be proud of it. There's somebody like me pushing that.
We are, yes.
So thing is, if Soma win, we should be all proud. Hey, we have a judge. We have on our own, and she's going to bring some other people. Somebody else look at it. We have a lot of lawyers in there around the country. They might think, oh, if Soma can win, I can win too. But you gotta do your work. You gotta get involved with the committee. Your committee means not necessarily your Bangladeshi committee or jara khali Bangla kotha bole ta na. Your committee where you live. Your committee, your neighbor. Your committee, your friends. Your committee, your colleagues. Your committee, your association. You gotta get everybody together. And sometimes, I'll again say it again, it's not only you. The people that other people, call them, bring them, be excited, get them everybody involved. And as I said, if you live in Queens and you do not vote, this will be embarrassment not for yourself. I think embarrassed for Bangladeshi is embarrassed for Bangladesh, whole country. Please go vote. Please go.
100 ভাষাভাষী লোক সেখানে রয়েছে আপনার এলাকায়, আপনার নির্বাচনী এলাকায়। নিউ ইয়র্কেও এরকম হয়তো আরো বেশি হবে, 120 বা 30 হবে। তো সেই জায়গার মধ্যে একজন শেখ রহমান সবাই প্রতিনিধি হওয়ার জন্য যে কাজটা করেছেন, যেভাবে সবাই প্রতিনিধি হয়েছেন, বাংলাদেশ সেখানে ন্যূনতম একদম হাতে গোনা কয়জন, কোনো ফ্যাক্টরি করে না বাংলাদেশি আপনার এলাকার ভোটারদের। সেই জায়গায় শেখ রহমান সবাই কিভাবে হলেন, যদি একটু সংক্ষেপে বলেন। কারণ আমাদের এখানে অনেক ক্যান্ডিডেট রয়েছে নিউ ইয়র্ক সিটিতে, আগামী 22 জুন যে নির্বাচনটি হবে।
Well, I try to be honest. I speak the truth. I say what it is. I say exactly what it is. I'm free. I don't owe it to anybody. I only owe it to people that voted for me. I say as is, and I don't hold back. As I said, just in last session, I'm going to tell you, I go to the session, I speak straight. Last session, I had a bill that I introduced. You know what? In Georgia, you need 29 senators, 29 vote to pass a bill. The bill, I submitted one, I passed one. How many sponsor I had? 31. 2 more vote needed to pass a bill. I had half of the Republican came in and voted for me because I went there, because I took an issue that was beneficial, that was important to the state of Georgia. So I don't only work on my district, I work what's good for state of Georgia. That way I can go back and say, Republican, if you don't come up and don't support this one, you're not supporting the 11 million Georgian. I work for 11 million people. That's what I look at my position. That's why I got what it is. So sometimes you have to look bigger than yourself. You cannot just look for yourself or your district. You got to look for everybody else. You just like in Soma, I'm sure she's not going to run for it just to make sure to support Bangladeshi committee. She's going to support all the Asian committee, all the minority committee, all the 120 different countries people live in this district. And whatever she's going to do, that you're going to set a precedent in the legal world, in Queens County, in the city of New York, in the state of New York. So that's important. That's important. She can appreciate whenever she makes a judgment as a judge, that will be part of the history. That will be part of the legacy. And we need to embrace that. We need to look forward for that, So please, 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 I know you love politics, but I want to hear that you love to vote. Let's vote. Let's get it done. And I'm going to tell you one thing. I might even come before election. If I come in, if anybody wants to come see me, first thing I'm going to ask each and every one, whether you voted on early. There's a very good chance. Watch out. I might be coming to New York soon, before the election, before the 22nd.
অনেক ধন্যবাদ রহমান ভাই।
You're always welcome.
হ্যাঁ মিজু ভাই, এই যে শেখ রহমান ভাই যে কাজটা নীরবে করলেন বাইডেনের কাছে, যে বাংলাদেশে যে সময়টা করোনা মহামারীতে ভ্যাকসিনের জন্য হাহাকার, সেই সময় রহমান ভাই যে কাজটি করেছেন, এটা অত্যন্ত বাংলাদেশের জন্য একটা গর্বের বিষয়। একটা অনেক বড় প্রত্যাশার জায়গা তিনি তৈরি করেছেন এবং আশা করি সেটা অবশ্যই কার্যকর হবে। এবং মেজবাবু, আপনিও বিভিন্ন জায়গায় উচ্চ পর্যায়ে আপনারও সেই জায়গায় রয়েছে, কাজ করছেন। তো রহমান ভাই যেমন ঠিক করলেন, এবং বাংলাদেশে আসলে তো অবস্থা খুবই খারাপের দিকে যাচ্ছে, সেই জায়গা থেকে আপনাদের অবস্থান থেকে নির্বাচন নিয়ে তো অবশ্যই বলবেন, এবং সেই জায়গায় নির্বাচিত প্রতিনিধি থাকার যে হলে কি সুবিধা, সেটা তো রহমান ভাই নিজেই সেটা প্রমাণ। এইভাবে যদি আমাদের আরো রহমান ভাই তৈরি হয় যুক্তরাষ্ট্রে, তাহলে সেই বিষয় তৈরির জন্য আপনারা যে কাজটি করছেন, এবং এই মহামারীর সামনে রেখে যদি এই বিষয়গুলো যদি একটু সংক্ষেপে বলেন।
Sure. No, I think I saw Rahman Bhai's letter and I copied it only because I could not say thank you to him, because I knew what kind of representative he is, how much he makes us proud. And in fact, he knew that I have that because I saw it. Even every speech he made in the floor at the Georgia House, I have that. I know that. I read it. I don't have time, but for Rahman, I have time always. Unfortunately, even Rahman by call, I don't even return his call. It's okay, because this is what is the power you create when you have someone like Rahman in the place where he is now. And I think it is very honorable that he took the initiative. We did not even tell him. He took the initiative. He sent that letter. I think Anybody who's from Bangladesh should be very proud of it, his work that he's doing. And of course, similar thing that we do. And that is why we appreciate it so much. And we already have, not only today, for many months, we have been doing this. Since March of last year, not this year, since pandemic started, ASAAL has distributed 2,16,800 masks, 12,000 sanitizer, that liquid bottle. And then, of course, I think over 12,000 food box. Now, the question is that we do in all 5 boroughs. That is why you don't see only in Queens. And also, we have another habit. We don't go after the media, because media comes, when you do the job. When Rahman Bhai got elected, nobody even knew that he has sent a letter to Biden to send the vaccine to Bangladesh. Whereas Bangladesh is going after India to get some vaccines, whatever the way they are. India is dying every day, thousands of people. But anyway, so this is how it was. The fact of the matter in our community, the time for us to wake up is now. আমি বলতে চাচ্ছি একটা জিনিস statistically, then we'll go to the main point. আমেরিকাতে 46% of all medical profession are South Asian. 42% of all university teaching instructor, lab technicians are South Asians. 32% of all NASA scientists are South Asian. NASA that they goes to the moon and going to Mars now. And in fact, 2 years ago, the main NASA award, which is Hadad Scholarship Award, was owned by one of the Bangladeshi lady as the scientist of NASA. And then 32% of also Silicon Valley computer programmer are South Asian. But then you come to the politicians. There is only one Rahman, and I think 2-3 Congress from India. And overall, we are 0.0001%. So that is where my problem. And I think, in fact, that is why we created ASAAL. Look, today, in fact, though we have not reached very high level, but at least, I see in the paper nowadays, whenever a Bangladeshi get appointed in the community board, they have an event on that. They are giving award on that, which is very good. It is called empowering the community. We started this, and today everybody is becoming community board member without even asking us, and that is what you call empowerment. So Rahman Bhai got elected. Soma will be the judge. There will be next time many judges will come out from our community, and that is how the empowerment happened, and that is why we are happy. But now the most important part is how to get Soma elected as the judge. I think Rahman Bhai has explained it clearly, and Soma also made the urge that what people has to do. We know that the things remains to be seen is also the same thing that our community just cannot talk about mainstream politics. They must do it. মানে আমাদের তো লোকেরা দেখবেন যে এটা আমি দোষ দিচ্ছি না, আসলে নতুন কমিউনিটিতে তাই হয়ে থাকে। মানে ধরেন পলিটিশিয়ানদের সাথে একখান ছবি তুললে মনে করে যে মোটামুটি আমরা মেইন স্ট্রিম হয়ে গেছি। ইভেন আমি দেখি যেখানে কমিউনিটিতে ইলেক্টেড অফিসিয়ালরা যেখানে আমাদেরকে অ্যাওয়ার্ড দেওয়ার কথা, সেখানে ইলেক্টেড অফিসিয়ালরা আইনে আমাদের কমিউনিটি অ্যাওয়ার্ড দিচ্ছে। রমন ভাই ব্যাপারটা বুঝছেন কিনা? ধরেন এখানকার সিনেটর অ্যাসেম্বলিম্যানদেরকে আইনা কমিউনিটি অ্যাওয়ার্ড দেয়। আমি বলি যে এটা কোন কথা? এবার তো তারা আমাদেরকে দিবে, কারণ we are the community representative. We are doing work for the community, and that is what they should do. And that is why my basement is full of it, because they are awarding us. Last 30 years, they have honored us because we have done something for the community. So when you change it to your own definition of the mainstream politics, result will be zero. And that is why Selim Bhai, your question always comes, why we are not winning? We are not winning because we are exactly doing the opposite what Rahman Bhai has done. Rahman bhai, I think I learned it from you. Last year you got unopposed, re-elected as the treasurer. I just got re-elected my 8th 3-year term as the president of my local, unopposed with my entire slate. So I am now learning it from you at my 8th term, which is a very good thing. So the question then becomes, how? Why? Because you do the way politics should be done. If you are mainstream politics, you need to deliver. So how? Now I claim I am a mainstream politician. I want everybody to come on Friday evening. I'm going to say how I'm going to deliver for Soma. If I don't do my part, it will not be done. So similarly, if all of us, even I say this way, the 20 people now sits in the Queens community boards. If they don't do their part, all these 20 people, it is not going to be done. And at the end of the day, as I promised you today, Soma will be a judge, God willing, if we are alive, because this is our time. They must give it to us, or they have to tell us whom they want to give. Rahman bhai, there are 200 nations lives in this city. 24%, according to my estimate, 75% of South Asian lives in Queens. Queens belongs to us. We should even become the borough president. Unfortunately, we don't have a candidate. If everything Mabbai has to run, then it is not going to work. There has to be more MAPs whom we can support, like Soma in this case. We proudly can support her. We can go for her. She has told us, even this session, that she has done this for 13 years. You look like a kid, became a lawyer and working for 13 years for the community. Even if she has done one free job, each year, it has been 13 different things she has done for the community. What else community wants? So the issue, and also I want to let community know, I mentioned at the introduction that you guys are my life member. Believe me, life member has nothing to do. Soma fought against a case, she does not know, I know one. Because I had a case where she took my opponent, and her opponent, she represented, and I got scared of it and I withdrew from it. So I lost that case. So the reason, after losing a case to an attorney, still I'm endorsing her. It only means I do it for the community, and community must do it for community. If we don't do, if we are not serious, if we are not sincere about the representation of our community, we will not win, because doing same thing, expecting a different result is insanity. And insanity does not work in politics. Politics is what you say you do. What you do, you deliver. What you deliver, it has to have a result, and everybody has to enjoy that result. In this case, আমি বারবার বলতেছি যে আমাদের যদি ইনশাআল্লাহ কমিউনিটি সবাই বাইরে আসে, সুমার মোটামুটি যেটুকু লিঙ্ক আছে বাহিরের ভোটারের উপরে, বাইরের ভোটার সাথে যে সম্পর্ক তারা তৈরি করছে, আমার মনে হয় ওখান থেকে যে ভোটগুলি আসবে, তবে আমাদের মেজরিটি ভোটের দরকার। আমি মনে করি 70 to 80% Bangladeshis must come out and vote. তাহলে ইনশাআল্লাহ এই সিট আমরা উইন করতেছি directly. And look, I want to say this, whether they come out or not, even if they don't come out, if we lose, still we will be the victor, because the county will notice that Soma has run one of the best campaign. Soma has been able to bring all communities, those who wanted to be united, got united behind her. That is the important part we are going to show in this election. I think we are going to win this. Look, 3 weeks is a long time. Rahman bhai knows that. In 3 weeks, you can move the mountain. And we are not moving the mountain. Mountain is coming to us. So it will be easy to do, because we have a good candidate. We have a good position itself. We're not running for city council, 41 seats out there, We are running for a judge. There are 300 judges in the city gets elected and appointed like this. Why you cannot get one? We are here for 30 years now in the position that we are in. So it is our time. If we lose it, we are going to lose it because we did not do our part, as I mentioned to you before. And I want to say it again, please, if you are involved in the mosque, bring your mosque people. If you are involved in a church, bring your church people. If you are involved in a gurudwara, I have been to gurudwara for this distribution of mosque. I told them that, look, you cannot, I know you guys are organized. Sheikhs are very good organizers. I told them, you cannot do it alone. Come with me, or let me come with you. With unification, we can do it. Rahman bhai, they want to have Diwali holiday in school system. I told them, come with me, because I did the school holiday for Eid. So I know how to do it. They don't even want to call me. I am the one who is calling them. The other day, we endorsed Queen's 23 Harpreet Singh Tour. He's a very active guy. You know, I know him from 2001 after 9/11, when they thought Sikhs are Muslim because they have a turban in the head, and they killed them thinking Muslim. And then him and I gathered in many areas, and finally we passed a religious garbill in Albany. He played an important role. So we endorsed him the other day. You know, do you know, he never called me. I called him. I said, Harpreet, I'm going to endorse you. He said, Mom, what are you saying? I said, I am going to endorse you. He was shocked. I said, look, why? Because you are one of me, but unfortunately you did not come to me. But you are the right guy for that. You know, the district he's running, there's a lot of Sikhs and Indian live there. So I went there. You know, in the Bronx, the other day, 3 weeks ago, I went and endorsed a Bangladeshi guy. He's Mojumdar. He's an attorney. I think you have heard about him. Attorney means, you know, he does attorney. He's not a what you call licensed attorney. He works for an attorney, something. But overall, why? You know, all Bangladeshi organization there supports him. I said, oh my God, if the guy is supported by all my people, I should support him too, whether he wins or loses. So the idea is that the politics that we created within ASAAL, we have now 15 chapters in 8 states. We endorsed Scott Stringer for mayor, David O'Flynn for controller, and Jumani Williams for public advocate, and in Queens, of course, Donovan Richards is for borough president. And all 41 city council members we are endorsed. Why? Only looking at the benefit of our community. Among all the mayoral candidates, Scott is the only one who said that he will do something for our community. What is that something? That means he said that all 400 senior center will have the halal food and, you know, in language people, so that they can help Bangladesh, South Asian Muslim community. What else I want? You know, in 13 years, we created one senior center. It opened only 3 days. But if he tells me that city run, all 400 will become a halal food oriented senior center, is not it he should be my candidate? And that is why he's my candidate. Same thing everywhere, anywhere. So in this case, Soma is our candidate. There is no if and buts. There is no condition here. The only condition is she is one of us. So that is why I'm urging everyone. You know, we have 7 chapters in City of New York, and we are asking all 7 chapters to be involved in this election. Hopefully they will come on Friday officially to do it, and then followed by another less than 3 weeks. I think we can do it. I think it will happen. God willing. Thank you. Good night.
আমরা একবার শেষ পর্যায়ে সমাপন যদি শেষ মিনিটে বলেন আমাদের দর্শক ভোটারদের কাছে আপনার আর্জি।
Well, firstly, অনেক ধন্যবাদ Senator Sheikh Rahman join করার জন্য, এবং ASAAL founder এবং president Misbah Uddin এবং আমাকে সাপোর্ট দেওয়ার জন্য। So it means a lot যে আপনারা আমাকে সাপোর্ট দিচ্ছেন, আমার সঙ্গে আছেন এই জার্নিতে, আপনারা আমার সঙ্গে জয়েন করেছেন, এবং next 3 weeks we'll work together. আমার really request যে আপনারা যারা ভোটার আছেন, please come out and vote. আপনাদের দেখতে হবে যে আপনাদের polling side, make sure you vote at the right polling side. Almost District 24, District 23, District 32, at least 4 city council district থেকে at least 5,000 ভোটারদের ভোট invalidated হয়ে গিয়েছে because they voted in the wrong polling side. So please check your polling site. Jodi sahajo lage contact our campaign. Apnader jodi, I urge you to vote early. Don't wait for June 22nd. Vote early. Karan apnar at least 10 hours per day polling early voting signs will stay open. 10 hours, not 6 hours, not 7 hours like in February. And apnader jodi for medical reason or other reason kono absentee ballot lage requested by June 15th, এবং last day to submit it is June 22nd. আপনি যদি কোনো সহযোগিতা লাগে আমার ক্যাম্পেইনের সাথে যোগাযোগ করতে পারেন। But finally this election আমি সবসময় আমি মনে করি যে আমি যে কাজ করেছি বা কাজ করি বা ভবিষ্যতে করব এটা আমার নিজের জন্য না, সবার জন্য, কমিউনিটির জন্য এবং মানুষকে সহযোগিতা এবং সাহায্য করার জন্য। So when I'm elected as a judge, it's for all of us. It's for all Bangladeshis, all Queens residents, New York City, and everyone, because আমি যখন বেঞ্চে বসবো, fair, impartial, effective justice will always be the center of my decision making. কারণ the respect, dignity people deserve, that's what they deserve. They deserve fair, impartial, effective legal justice. এবং এটা খুবই important because that's what I've worked all my life, access to justice, looking for opportunities for people. So please come out and support me because I feel this election is ours and it's so doable. But just talking and it's not enough. We need to act. And we need to act as if our life depends on it, and it does. So অনেক ধন্যবাদ. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
ধন্যবাদ। সেনেটর শেখ রহমান ভাই শেষ
আমি ফাইনালি একটা কথাই বলবো যে really I've been honored to join with you all, and I hope and pray that we're going to win this election. And I'm optimistic. I'm really optimistic. And I have one more request. If anybody listening, I know a request to Soma and Misbah bhai that if I heard Misbah bhai said we have 20 some committee board member in Queens.
Yes.
That's great. I never knew that. So please,
this year mostly added. Yes.
So please, somebody provide me their name and the phone number, and I'm going to call those folks, and I'm going to see what they're doing. I'm going to check on them. So please provide me the number. And something else I'm going to plug in, nothing to this Soma election. If you are listening, if you have a friends and family in Virginia, the Virginia election going on, I have a close friend, Sam Rasool, is running for lieutenant governor. Sam Rasool.
Yes.
In Virginia. If you're listening, please vote for him. He's my friend, and he can do a lot of good stuff for our community. That's what we say. And then of course, Soma is the prime, guest today, and make sure we take care of Soma, the front and foremost, everything else. Thank you.
Yeah.
শেষ মিনিট ঠিক
শেষ minute to this. Here's the ballot. So in civil court judge, there are 2 positions. Forget about any position. Soma's name is first. Please check Soma. Forget about on this page. You don't have to do anything else. First page has too many names. You do whatever you do for the rest of the things. Please. So Soma, I want you to make photocopy of this, or I'll give you a photocopy. You should distribute it also to our people. Her name is number 1. I think this is the easiest way of doing. I don't know whether you can see it or not, but so this is good. This is a good part, and we're going to continue to campaign next 3 weeks. And I urge everybody, if you cannot vote now, vote on the election day. But you think you can try to do now too. You call us, we'll let you know how to go. We'll take you, we'll drive you, everything will be done. And on our way, we'll have a cup of tea. Not a problem. Everything is good. As long as you come out and vote. And when you need to come out, bring your father, mother, brother, sister. Whoever can vote, they should vote. If they are voter, they should vote. Because when you took the oath of citizenship, you promised that you are going to be participating all these citizenship duties. And voting is one of those duties. Selim Bhai keep asking, what is the benefit? The benefit will be when you go to that civil court, when Soma is the judge, when you are in that case involved, when you will see in front of you sitting someone look like you cannot lose that case, even if you are defeated. You will feel good that at least I was given the judgment by my own. Please, this is the most enjoyable moment you will have. We all will have. We want to have that in my lifetime. And we're going to make it happen. With you or without you. But the good thing is that with you is always a good thing. I think Rahman Bhai also said that with you, without you, I'm going to continue to win. and he did. We're going to do the same thing. But it is good to be with you because you are our pride. We work for you, even if nobody pays us. But anything, everything we do as far as politics is concerned is only we are doing it for our community, for you, because you are new. This is not our country. We are making it our country. The problem that we face, they are enormous. There is no solution to all our problems, but we have to solve them little by little. When we have a candidate, we support them. If we don't have a candidate, we make somebody else our candidate and give him our agenda to talk about. Thank you very much. God bless you. Alhamdulillah, অনেক ধন্যবাদ।
অনেক ধন্যবাদ মাপ মিসবাহ ভাই, সেনেটর শেখ রহমান ভাই এবং অ্যাটর্নি সোমা আপা, আপনাদেরকে অনেক ধন্যবাদ। এবং দর্শক আপনারা যারা আমাদের সাথে ছিলেন, আপনাদেরকে অনেক ধন্যবাদ। আজ আমরা এখানে শেষ করবো। আপনারা ভালো থাকবেন, সুস্থ থাকবেন এবং নিরাপদ থাকবেন।
Very good. Thank you.
Good night.
Thank you. Good